We are live. I got a crutch in the background.
I said, there it is. We're live. Okay. Yeah, you were right, though.
I'm glad you feel that way.
Oh, sorry.
Not 140 pounds.
Nah, you see how far I'm big ass was coming. I was like,
Hey, you had to do something.
Put that heavy
Hold on,
shoulder,
to get
put
back.
his shoulder into that. Jeez.
Kickbackers.
share,
That's your water.
See, that's how you talk.
That's my water,
Okay.
yeah.
Making sure.
You better drink that man water. You look at the type.
What?
Gotta drink somebody's water.
Whatever. I don't put my mouth on nobody's stuff on purpose.
Whoa.
Ain't that's a bad thing, you know. It might have been a good thing for you. I just don't want no part of
Hey,
it.
wait a minute. How did I get in this?
You said, how did you what?
How did I get into this?
You always answer everything. You be initiating these scenarios of conversations.
Kickbackers. Oh, I gotta do all this shit.
You gotta do what?
You got all shit.
Say what?
Just the way you share to
At least
groups.
put on the All-Star game so when they do come on and we can at least eyeball up and down.
True. Get the volume off. What up, what up? Y'all see the topics. We gotta talk about Jussie Smullet, T.I. versus Floyd Mayweather and Gucci. Meek's ex-boyfriend Donald Trump. We gotta talk about him.
Don't be talking about him like that.
You always be doing that shit.
I thought we were
God.
saying orange president.
Orange 25. NBA All-Star Weekend. JB's ex-girlfriend Monique and her argument with Steve Harvey. We gotta get into all of these things today.
Yeah.
And your boo Nicki Minaj not getting a Grammy.
My boo,
Yeah.
sure, I take it. Cool with me. I break Nicki up.
That's why she got all them damn personalities.
She had a personality, each one to deal with one of mine.
Oh Lord, I knew something wrong right.
And we all wore black. Hey, by accident, we be matching.
Yeah. In sync.
Totally did not do that on purpose.
98 degrees.
Black watch.
I got the black stone.
This is 100 degrees.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. What up, F? Okay, so this is a little bit different. The comments over here. The videos here.
The what?
The comments.
Okay.
What up? We on the laptops today. Let's go ahead and get that podcast. Oh, are we up?
Waiting on.
Let's go ahead and get started, JB. I'm ready, man. I'm ready, man.
There it is.
Kickbackers.
The ugliest suit I've ever seen in my life.
Man, his hair like
Shaq
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
looks
It
like
is uncanny how much Kennedy the Jet Smith looks just like me.
What?
Y'all look very much alike.
No.
Oh, never mind. Well,
Thank you.
y'all ready to start?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because we got some shit to discuss today.
Yeah.
Like, I'm expecting some good energy on this shit, goddamn. Very happy to be here today. Feeling much, much better. I think we're all looking good, and everybody looking up at the TV like this.
I'm trying to keep my head down.
Try to keep it on the slick.
There's gonna be a lot of distractions, you know what I'm saying?
You gonna see a lot of eyes cut. Yeah,
we gonna be on time.
Yeah,
Bear with us. You
yeah,
understand? We
yeah.
can multitask.
Absolutely.
I still need to share this in the groups.
Shaq look like if he sneezed, he gonna bust all out that bitch.
His suit looks like a Care Bear threw up all over. Care Bear stare.
The Care Bear stare. I know you gotta get this in there.
Care Bear stared all over his ass.
Man.
Yeah, why? Who told him that a blue cotton
Try to
candy
young
suit?
Dro and shit. No,
Yeah.
only Dro can pull off the pastels.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't pull off pastels if you 8 feet tall and weigh 500 pounds.
So, me, how did you deal with that when you and Shaq dated in high school?
Tell me you weighed 500 pounds then.
Yeah.
Did we post it to the groups, JB? We in the groups?
Yeah, we on it.
Alright.
Share.
I shared it to all of the groups.
I'm trying to think of, because it's not giving me a ready-made list. I'm like, so which group should I send it to? So, Kickbackers, if you're tuned in on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Play or Anchor, any of the... Whoa. All right. When did that happen?
What?
It just wouldn't let me post to a certain group. I'm like, why did I not post? Have I been banned?
Probably.
It's fucked up.
Or you might have misspelled the name.
They treat me like I'm Jussie Smullet or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, listen to that segue. There you go.
Matter of fact, let's get this thing started. We about 4 or 5 minutes into the show, and we have not introduced our wonderful selves. So, welcome to Kickback TV live from Atlanta, also known as the Black CNN, and the revolution will be televised. I got to get you one that will be televised.
I did.
You might have caught you one or something. Like 3, 2, 1, go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Sumago, Suago, Zaza, Pastor, Morator. We're gonna make it! For all y'all millennials, that's Laverne and Shirley.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Gonna make our
Dreams come true.
doing it always. There's nothing
We won't try.
Never
heard the word impossible this time. Hey, look.
There's no
Never heard the word impossible. I got a song where we didn't sample it, but I had my homegirl sing it. And it was never knew the word impossible. Never knew the word impossible.
See, I did that.
I was just saying, I forgot that I got that shit from fucking Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, well, they
Like, damn, I may be the first rap nigga to ever sample or do an interpolation of Laverne and Shirley.
that might be true.
Man, I was legendary.
Why did you laugh like that? I was trying not to laugh, but he bust out with that. Oh Lord, come on.
I may have been like,
Let's not start this early.
Dreams come true.
true for me and you.
Yes.
Alright, I'm about to stop sharing the show. If I didn't share it to your Facebook group this time, get your ass on Spotify or Apple Podcasts if you want to listen, and go to our YouTube channel if you want to watch it. At Kickback TV Show. You can find us on Instagram at Kickback TV Show. You can find us on Christian Mingle at Kickback TV Show. You can find us on Twitter at Kickback TV Show. You can find us on Facebook at Kickback TV Show. And you can find us on YouTube, Kickback TV Show. So, let's get back to the introductions. It's Kickback TV, of course. I'm Lou the Mayor, the Righteous Ratchet. If you throw it, I catch it. If you got it, I match it. Every Sunday at some point, we'll be right back at it. Whenever JB wake up. Sound real fantastic.
Play the fuck up.
Thank you. She said it best. She said it best.
Don't look at me like I'm short. I'm 5'9" and 3/4. I'm 5'10" with shoes on. I thought I was not. A shout out fantastic.
Okay. That was the last of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right.
And he called me motherfucking me. Monique, but I go by Meek, and I'm here on KickbackTV show with my favorite guy, JB and Big Head Nunu. I'm calling you Nunu.
Oh Lord.
What's up, y'all? JB Frank. I'm that gangster geek representing NWA, Nerds with Attitude, and our late start time today is entirely my fault.
You can admit that.
Man, you ever have one of them days where you just be sleep for no reason, like the whole day, just be sleep? Like, you wake up and it's like 8, you're like, oh yeah, I should get up. Nah.
Today. Like,
oh yeah, it's 10, I should probably, nah, it's 5:30. I should probably, I was like, well, I should probably get up now. Got up and was like, oh shit. Well, I'll take a little cat nap. One more cat nap.
It shut you down.
That's crazy. But I didn't get out the bed until 2:30, so I kind of feel you. You know what I'm saying? We was watching the All-Star shit last night. So it was a long night.
Well, I got up at normal time. I was up gossiping on the phone for the first 2 hours with my homegirl Tiana, and I got up and made breakfast.
Tiana Taylor?
No.
Work that pussy, work that pussy, work that pussy. That's her song.
I don't know.
That's her song.
I don't know.
It's called WETP. You know what that stands for? Work that pussy, work that pussy, work that pussy.
I ain't never.
He sounded like a brother. like them annoying phrases all up in your face.
Man, what else we got? So we got a hell of a show. We got to get into everything. And but before we start the show, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but you guys, how was your Valentine's Day? And how was y'all Valentine's Day? Anybody do anything?
Yeah, I'm in the work.
Okay. It was Thursday, right? So we all went. Well, I didn't go to work, but that's because I got one leg.
Yeah, I did absolutely nothing.
He sounded absolutely nothing.
Yeah. I went to work and came back to the crib and unpacked some boxes. That was Valentine's Day, pretty much. It was fine, no big deal.
Yeah, Valentine's Day for me. Got off work, came home, made my favorite thing I wanted to eat, washed my ass. Had a couple of
Wash your ass.
Had a couple of calls.
Must have been a holiday if you wash your ass.
No, I'm just telling you what I did.
Okay.
That day. Don't try to make me, boy. Try it. But I hate when motherfuckers want to call you last minute. What you doing? You want to go up here with me? You want to grab a drink? You want to get something to eat, nigga? What? Your date done backfired on you, so I'm just your last resort. I'm rescuing you. That's what you got me doing.
I hate Meek with the last minute on Valentine's Day. I hate Meek like 9:20, like, yeah, nigga, let's get a drink. They're like, yeah, I'm with my homeboy in here.
Nah, that was yesterday. That was
yesterday?
Yeah.
Was it yesterday?
Yes, it was.
No, that's what I was saying, game night.
That was yesterday.
Oh.
Lord.
Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah, exactly. So, dismiss everything that he's talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's saying.
Don't continue. Just go.
Oh,
How was your Valentine's Day?
I ain't do shit. I got cussed out. Well, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, and I got cussed out by a woman I wanted dating because I didn't tell her Happy Valentine's Day, and she knows I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. I hate all the chicks I used to fuck with. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Are you in the house? You by yourself? Cool. All right, man. Just checking, bitch. Just checking. That's what I did on Valentine's Day.
You checking to see if people in the house.
I'm checking to see the fuck they doing. You got hello? You got Valentine? Oh, you don't? All right. You enjoy your evening. That's what I did on Valentine's Day. Hello? Put the phone in the air. Put the phone up in the air.
Look, if you would
okay, I don't hear no breathing.
You could have called the right one that he wouldn't have mind fucking with. That would have been like, well, I ain't doing nothing. I'm on the way. You trying to hang up and stuff. What's going on? Your leg got you there.
Yeah, Yeah, man. Hey.
Yeah, you know.
You ain't even got to move. All you
It
gotta
is
do
possible
lay
to
on
save
the bed, like,
Valentine's Day.
fine.
Man, I know people.
Wanna be on
Yeah.
top.
I don't celebrate it. So I be trying to really be by myself on that day. So
I mean, I'm pretty sure
everybody
everybody that you hit up, no, you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but the key word is they was alone. You could have still got them to slide through.
I don't need that
They
shit.
know you
I don't need
won't.
that
They
shit.
knew they won't come to the door with boxes and candy and flowers and shit. They would have came in to that dick. That's about
But
Like I
you
said,
know what it is?
it's possible to save Valentine's Day.
Right.
Flip De Niro got a song on right now where he go, leave me alone. I'm drunk as fuck. Bitch, you dumb as fuck. Is you dumb or what? That's how I should. Leave me alone.
feeling like that if
I was fine. I was fine.
Well,
I was fine.
why? That just requires too much energy.
It really did. It
said it really
What you doing? Sin. It took like 1 second. Or, hello, fuck you doing? 3 seconds. It didn't take no effing energy. It was very mindless. It was very.
You just didn't have nothing else better to do.
Nope, this is just
He said
harassing.
no.
Nope, no, just harassing people. Nigga, I've been off work for like a month and sitting around. I got a broke fucking leg, can't move. Oh, before we get into the topics, and we will get into the topics, I gotta tell y'all what the dumbass shit I did the other day. So I got home, got in the bed. Yeah, got in the bed. Second on moment, I got to on my shit a special way because I only got one leg and shit.
He said a special way.
So I threw my jeans and I'll be honest, I spilled the ashtray on the floor. And I was like, it's going to require a lot of work to get this up right now with one leg. So I'll wait till the morning when I'm fully energized. So I threw my jeans on a stool that I have in my bedroom. Don't ask why it's a stool in the bedroom. Ask your girl why, and then she'll tell you, and then you'll know. But there's a stool in my bedroom. So I threw, really?
Just go.
That's what we doing?
Nigga, just go.
Okay.
Story.
So I threw the jeans on the stool, and they slid off. And I'm like, fuck.
Slid off.
Yeah. When people come in my bedroom, the jeans usually slide off. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you and you and you. You know. But anyway, so they slid on the floor into the damn ashtray that I dropped. And I'm like, fuck, my jeans are gonna be in the ashtray, in the ashes. So I was like, let me go get them. So I get up and start walking. Yeah, I know I only got one leg. I just had surgery 2 weeks ago and completely forgot. And I can't walk. And, you know, I don't think I can see it, but you know, I don't go to don't go so many places with on a scooter. And I completely forgot that I needed it.
You need a helmet with this scooter too, because he gets on my damn nerve.
Apparently he does.
Yeah.
If you out here forgetting that he needed, then he definitely needed a helmet with it on.
I needed a lot, yo. I stepped down on my left leg, like, like, ah!
That nigga folded.
Yeah, I got all kind of metal plates and screws and shit in my leg. Like, ah!
Folded like a lawn chair, boy.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. And I was.
I wouldn't get anything to be a fly on the wall. That shit happened just to see how it went down.
That was not funny, man.
I mean, as soon as he's like, yeah, go get it, I was like, nigga!
But that's good, you didn't mess up anything.
No, I think everything's straight. I can still stand. I can still stand up. Somebody from my butt make. So
It's kind of hard.
Right, got it all in my damn left eyeball and shit.
Y'all brushing their nose and shit. Stop looking at
left eye. So you got Newman Man, JB, and left eye.
I got side swipe my butt cheek.
You should be honored, nigga.
No.
Wow.
I'm still trying to share the show. So, let's see. We'll go back and try to find. Let's see. Let's put it in. Let's do this right here. So, yeah, we had an exciting Valentine's Day. Sounds like not. Let's get into the topics, man. What's our first topic? What's our hot story, JB?
Hot story today, Tekashi 69, and the whole shit going down with him.
Nah, that's JB got last week's topic. So
Oh, I do? Oh, that can't be right. I just just email these to myself.
The top story should be, I don't even, Jussie.
Oh yeah, he was on there.
Nah, that's last week's for sure.
Okay. I will find it then.
There's no Takada. I don't think. Shit, I don't know.
Well, I thought they just said that.
What we got, Jimmy? Let me see it again. I might be wrong.
I just took it down. Here, it's right here. This is what I emailed myself. This was the latest.
I'm killing. Oh, you were right. Meek was wrong.
No, the hell I won't.
You know what, Meek? I'm really getting tired.
You gotta stop when you put your foot in your mouth.
For real.
It's too swollen. It won't fit.
It won't fit. That big ass mouth of yours, it will fit.
Like,
so he was like, okay, nigga, if you say so.
So yeah, that was the top. That was the
So
top
Tekashi is snitching.
You get no jail time with his protection.
He is set to receive no jail time. He is to be in what is it? WIPRO, witness protection.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna last because he gonna goddamn go live wherever he at. Somebody gonna run up on his silly ass.
Pretty much.
It's crazy that he's put himself in, you know. I don't know, y'all. If you choose to live that lifestyle, then you got to live that lifestyle, man. Like that's all I got for you. If you're a civilian and you choose not to live it, then I can't really, hold you accountable to shit. But if you are like, I'm about that shit, I'm in this life, then you shouldn't be snitching on shit that you did with people. These are crimes you committed together.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, damn, my nigga.
That was premeditated.
Yeah, like, you did this shit together. And now you snitching and shit. Like, that's crazy. But, I don't know what to say about Tekashi except that, I mean, he a rat. And that's just pretty much that. And it's not a whole lot that can be done. It's not a whole lot that needs to be done. Maybe this is a cautionary tale for people to not mimic other lifestyles, to try to pretend or step into when it's not really
a culture vulture, yeah.
Yeah, damn, yeah. Don't be a culture vulture. Be who you are. You know what I'm saying? At 42 years old, I am who I am. I work my goddamn job. I come home and drink and smoke, and that's who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be nothing other than that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the lesson we can learn from that, if anything. Because now you're not only alienated from a lifestyle, but you're alienated from the culture. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to deal with you because they know what you're kicking. You will turn.
Right.
Even though it could be the smallest thing. But let's say like I had a girlfriend and I was fucking this girl over here today, and then me come in to see the other girl, and if I know she a snitch, I'm like, she won't tell my girl. Or you know what I'm saying?
I stay out of people's business.
That's right, mate. That's right.
I ain't doing it for you. I'm doing it for me because I ain't trying to be. Nah, I ain't condoning. I'm not gonna dap you up on that, but still.
Well, I ain't gonna dap me up.
You still doing
we gotta
wrong.
see together. We a team.
No, we're not.
We gotta KickbackTV.
No, don't drag me into your shit. Like no.
You know what, JB, you ain't tell. JB, I didn't see nothing.
I mean, if
I
I don't
had my
know
glasses
her,
on.
if I don't know her,
I thought it was you.
we don't hang out. I don't owe her nothing. I mean, she'll find out eventually because you sloppy. Because I caught you, so you gonna get caught again.
Whoa.
That's an interesting point.
Only thing slapped by me is I like my head slapped.
Because one thing you can't do, you can't tell somebody what they nigga or they female doing. Because first of all, they're gonna get mad at you because they're embarrassed.
I lived through that. I lived through a person
And
getting
then
mad at
on
me.
top of that, you know what I'm saying, they gonna go back to them anyway, so what's the point? It's just like you wasting your time. I gotta tell people when they going through stuff with the people they with, I ain't telling you to leave your man or your woman. That's a decision you gonna have to come to on your own.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you leave though. I'm gonna be like, no, leave that motherfucker.
No, because you can tell the motherfucker to leave, and then they laid up in the bed right next to him the next day, and they posting ussies on Facebook and Instagram.
That's very true.
So that's why I stay out of people's personal affairs. I'll listen and hear you vent and give you my little 2 cents, but that's as far as it goes. When I hang up, that is no longer my problem.
I agree, but while I'm on the phone, I'm gonna give you my thoughts. I'm like, hey, young.
As you should.
What the hell are you doing? I'm trying to DMX on. What you doing?
That's my I'ma turn to you and be like, buddy, did you take your medicine today?
Hey, yo, look at this. Don't say anything.
You seem a little unbalanced.
Look, don't say anything. But look at this shit. So I'm going through and I saw I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm done for the day. I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was weird, right?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Remember the stories I was telling you? We'll talk about it.
Okay.
Alright, so.
I'm so not there.
She honest with it though. She's like, nigga, what? Stop hitting me with all of these on stage hits, nigga. I'm not getting them.
This ain't Blue's Clues. Like, I don't know what nigga tell me, nigga.
What's our next topic?
R. Kelly.
Oh, I'm so tired of talking about this.
Meek's ex-husband R. Kelly is.
That's your uncle.
What? We're the same age. We was.
Hey, that's your uncle. Like,
This son of a
Rose in
bitch.
their face.
This piece of shit. This fuck nigga. This Bama ass nigga. This pedophile. This degenerate. Huh?
We're not surprised.
Well, of course. There's a new tape of him out fucking a new 14-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that still saying, I'm gonna support R. Kelly and I don't care, you still gonna do it? We still doing it now? That's what we doing? So there's a new tape out that allegedly the news media has gotten to the FBI and they're gonna begin an investigation. And I guess we will find out what happens. But if they had another tape, and they say in the tape he's talking about this. And this is a quote, y'all. Like, ooh, this 14-year-old pussy so good. Like, he said it. And I'm like, nigga, have you not one, you shouldn't be doing it. 2, you shouldn't be doing it. 3, you shouldn't be doing it. But 4, have you not learned about videotaping? Like this whole shit that none of us knew about. This little secret deviant shit he was doing. We didn't know. We found out because you made a tape.
But you gotta understand, he is a sick individual. He's going to keep doing it. If he gets caught, he gets caught. He has no remorse. He has no shame. The only shame he has is when he gets caught. That nigga don't. He probably got more tapes of young girls like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but the thing is, I believe people went to the police and tried to have them take a look at it, but they ain't never did nothing. It just taking the situation down for it to happen. Now, if he don't get locked up over this shit, then it's really a problem. They give pedophiles like no time or less time to put somebody in jail for weed for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. You putting these people back on the street. That's why these kids get snatched up, raped, all this other mess because of niggas like him.
Yeah, they can always claim some kind of weird insanity or whatever and get the pity of the state. Or at least
no, because he know what he doing. He knows what he doing.
That's what they try and do, though. They try.
He knows what he doing. He knows what he doing is wrong.
No
period.
question. No question.
So he should not have no type of leniency. There's nothing wrong with you. You in your right mind. You chose to go after this young girl.
Mm-hmm.
You chose to do that. You know, and that's just what it is. It ain't nothing wrong. He just nasty as fuck. And he's a sick individual. Point blank, period.
And they keep catching him. So
and doing nothing about
when
it.
When is something gonna happen? When are we finally gonna catch R. Kelly doing some fuck shit and then make a move on it?
Right. Somebody will end up killing that man. Y'all think it's a game and think it's a
like,
joke.
let it be one of the young ladies in our family. Like,
problems.
It wouldn't even be like, damn, this shit, R. Kelly's out of hand. I don't want to talk about it, but remember the documentary that was like, we can't get our daughter back, and she's in that building right there.
Oh, nah.
She in that building right there? Bad.
Oh, yeah, we in that building.
Bad. Hitting the arbitrators, my whole family, we knocking down doors, we going up in that joint. You never had my daughter in that building, and I'm standing outside like, if you're there, just like, nigga.
Nah, we getting up in that building.
R. Kelly is, I think, on the on-site list. I think if I seen R. Kelly, we just send somewhere and I see him.
Oh yeah,
it might be on.
Yeah, he's on. He's on that side.
He gonna have a lot of security with him. It's gonna be difficult. It's not gonna be an easy mission.
Well, especially now, because he didn't really roll with security like that. Because I heard R. Kelly had them hands, though.
He might. A lot of niggas got hands.
Nah, I'm saying, like, they said, some people said that he fought off, like, multiple niggas at a time. I'm just saying, he's very alert to defend himself, you know, if he get ran up on.
I guess if you a monster like that.
But I think, like, now, yeah, you gonna need some security, because I don't think people bringing fists this time.
That's a good point, too.
That's crazy, though, yeah. It's just so horrible.
Yeah, fuck that nigga. Let's talk about something else. I don't even want to get this bitch ass nigga a whole bunch of time.
Speaking of
fuck R. Kelly.
Speaking of fuck niggas though, man, Jussie Smollett, man, is the next topic. I guess this was like the fuck niggas section. Right?
It sounds like it.
And it gets worse.
Oh, fussy Jussie, Jussie Smullet from Empire, which we all know, the TV show on Fox with Lucius Lyons and what's my baby name that's on the show? Taraji P. Henson and blah blah blah. The issue is that he was attacked. He says he was attacked by two white men with ski masks and MAGA hats who said, "You're that Empire faggot nigger," and they proceeded to attack him. He says he fought back. He is the gay Tupac. And
boy, that shit still tickles me. You nigga, you didn't get shot. You got knuckles, nigga. Like,
right. You got your bullets. Break a bone or something, little nigga.
He actually said that? Like, in real life?
He said it on stage.
Oh my God.
On stage. And the crowd screamed.
Oh, wow. Belly face ass.
Exactly. And so when all of this happened, the story of it was 2 a.m. in Chicago. It was -20-degree weather. It was a lot of things that made the story seem a little improbable. The police couldn't find any information. They couldn't find any video footage of the people. So a lot of people were skeptical, including myself, JB, and me. We were like, we'll just wait and see how it plays out. But even that notion that we're going to wait and see how it plays out brought me and JB under attack for being straight black men. Apparently, we don't love our race unless they're straight. We don't love the gay people in our race, apparently.
Man, you know bullshit when you hear it.
Exactly. We're homophobic, we're toxic masculinity, all of these things because we didn't buy the story immediately. And our thing wasn't that he's a liar. Our thing was something isn't adding up.
Right.
I was personally attacked on Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, it turns out he is a liar. His story does not add up. The 2 men that the police arrested and said attacked him were extras on the show Empire that he allegedly knew, followed them on social media, and they confessed that they were paid $3,500 a piece to orchestrate the fake attack. He is still saying that there was no fake attack, it was a real attack. And now this motherfucker is going to have to appear before a grand jury.
And they said that he bought the noose.
And they said he bought the noose that was found around his neck.
He bought it himself.
I got a couple issues. Before I go off on my tangent,
Bleach,
I want
nooses.
you guys to give your thoughts, because I'm definitely going off on a tangent on this shit. We have a rant. So what are you guys' thoughts on what information we have now? What do you guys see?
This is just some bad nigga shit, you know, on so many different levels. This is, yeah, I can't really say much more than that, you know, because you're gonna do a lot of cussing and fussing. I don't really have anything rational to say in regards to what this nigga did. You know, it hurts gay people. It hurts people who are actually attacked and who are actually physically abused in those certain circumstances. And you know, it fucks up the show. It fucks up a whole bunch of different shit. He just fucked this money all the way up. That's all I can say.
And he fucked his money up to the point, like, for future gigs. You know, not nobody ain't gonna want to touch him. But like I said, when I first read it, you know, that's why I just kept my opinion to myself. It's just that, you know, Chicago, -degree weather, 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't care. At nighttime, you're not going to recognize who anybody is, because you're going to be bundled the fuck up. You're not going out there with no damn windbreaker on and a fitted cap and call it a day. Like, no, you're going to have on layers. Ain't nobody gonna be able to know who you are unless they followed you from where you was at to where you ended up, you know, and it just didn't make any sense to me. But my whole thing, even though I know he was lying, I felt it. That's why I didn't really say anything about it. I didn't show any compassion. It was just weird to me. It just didn't sit well. And then the sad part about it is, but for what though? Why? Like, what made you come up with this? And then you being moved, you could have thought of a better storyline than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Like, and Corbin, now you bring in the MAGA hat people, the Trump supporters into it, so they really going to investigate because they want to see who these individuals are, because now it's a hate crime.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So this ain't nothing like some guy beat you up around the corner and they keeping it low profile on an investigation. Like, now they really going to look into it because we're in an awkward place with race right now. You know, it's like we all, blacks are starting to unite more, white people are starting to not feel comfortable about that. And you know, immigrants are not feeling safe and being scared of being deported. So it's not just blacks, it's all the way around. And it's just like, you do that, we already in a weird space with how racism is going now. Like, it's just crazy. And you do that. And then you had heterosexual people, like, sticking up for you, supporting you, going in, people drawing paintings, you know, you inspiring them or, you know, giving you motivation to push through. And it's just a slap in everybody's face, man. That shit is retarded.
It's ridiculous. And I want to talk to some of our sisters. I'm sure you all know, I don't have much love for feminists.
Why?
I don't like the way they operate. I don't like this new black feminist movement where they're attacking black men. And like I made a statement, straight black men are the most hated people in the world, even by other straight black men. Like, this whole toxic masculinity conversation is being had, the way the Me Too movement is being shifted a little bit. It's just broad attacks on heterosexual black men. As a heterosexual black man, the fact that I questioned Jussie Smullet meant that I was homophobic. It meant that I was full of toxic masculinity. It meant that I only love black people when they're straight. It meant that I was evil. I doubt that you were met with those comments.
I didn't say anything until now. You know, until recent, until they started leaking the reports. And it wasn't out of fear of everybody attacking me, because I don't give a fuck what y'all think. My opinion is my opinion. And my opinion turns out to be facts. So,
right. And that's how I feel. However, the narrative, and I'm sure you know the narrative when they talk about toxic masculinity and black men, straight black men are the white people of our race. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like, and that's what I was just hit with. And I'm arguing with people, some people that I love, some people that I'm cool with, some people I don't even fuck with at all, don't even know. But I'm arguing with all of these different levels of people over the fact that because I had a question about his story, that means that I'm homophobic. Yeah. And it is ridiculous. And my retort to that is, no, nigga, I got critical thinking skills. I know that this story didn't add up. I still felt like he was probably attacked.
Right.
I just felt like, I don't know why it's not matching up for some reason. It doesn't feel right. And then when the police were like, yeah, we can't find anything on camera footage, we got cameras from all over that area. Now we're dealing with facts and police statements. And this was 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. So the most recent information has been released today, or the last couple of days, and now there's even more concrete evidence against him. What the Bama said, they said, they're indicting him. They said he paid us to fake it. So now it's kind of like, ain't really a whole lot more places we can go. They admitted they were paid. And I'm like, we got to stop the toxic femininity, which will allow you to go, since I have a question about a situation, that means I don't love a segment of my race because of their sexual orientation. And I'm not going to be the guy that says, I have several gay friends. I have gay friends all the time. And I'm not going to be that nigga. But my homosexual friends have come on and spoken on my behalf, either on this podcast or on Rant Podcast. So I ain't got to say who I am, who I know, who I'm cool with, who I got love for.
That's not really relevant to this discussion, to be honest with you.
It shouldn't be, but if I'm accused of hating gay people, then kind of It is absolutely, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
it shouldn't be though.
Well, I mean, and here's specifically why I say that, because honestly, I don't know that I have a whole lot of homosexual friends in the ATL. I just don't. But at the same time, that doesn't make me a hater of those who are homosexual in any way, shape, or form. Nor does it color my commentary about this topic, as it did not color yours. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how you feel about homosexuals has nothing to do with a crime that was committed and whether or not the actual crime was committed. You know? And what we were breaking down on this fucking show, now they got me cussing, because what we were breaking down on this show were the simple facts. And the conclusion that we all draw was, one way or another, whatever the fuck happened, we need to base this based on police work, and we need to find out what happened, right? Because it struck me as odd, again, that there is no camera footage whatsoever.
Because it didn't take place where he said it did. That's why.
You know, it's and trust me when I tell you, like, they can get scary thorough about that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know. So there are two lessons in here. Number one, watch what you're doing out on these public streets, because there are cameras out here. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. And number two, watch what you say you're doing, because there are cameras out here that will catch your ass. Even if you live in a city that doesn't have overhead street cameras, every goddamn ATM on every street in America has a camera, and it is always on, ladies and gentlemen.
Facts. One thing I want to, end with is we will see what happens. Jussie Smullet is saying that he did not pay anyone. It is not a hoax. It really did happen, and he's going to try to provide proof. So
he should have been did that. It's been like 3 weeks.
And you know the funny part is that we were talking about earlier.
That should have been already taken care of within the first 48 to 72 hours.
The police said they had his phone records before he gave it to them. They were just waiting for him to actually give them to them so that they could make a distinction between what he erased and what was there. Because like, we had the phone records. We knew what was happening the whole fucking time. We didn't tell him. We didn't tell God. So when he finally submitted his records, they could compare what he deleted from what was there. And once they were able to make that submission, they were able to track down the two brothers and realize that it was staged, orchestrated. He's still saying it's not. We'll see.
Like the way he kicked it on that little interview he just did, like that just made it even worse for me. Like, you know, you already caught at this point. Why add fuel to the fire? He probably would have had a little bit more dignity if he didn't do that interview and crying and telling the whole story. It ain't even sound right coming out of his mouth. You know what I mean? It just, I don't know, man. This whole shit is just crazy and it's pointless. This was done. I just want to know what everything is done. The only thing I want to hear from him is what kind of headspace was you in to do this? Like this is the deal.
The rumors are that he was about to get written off for Empire, and he's trying to start the next level of his career, or whatever. And this is going to, propel him. Now that is the rumor. That I'm not saying is true. That I am not saying is fact, but that is the rumor.
Okay, so by being that, so basically he staged the attack thinking that if the police don't find any evidence, then it's just gonna go unsolved, and then he's gonna be an advocate for domestic violence against, I don't want to say homosexual, however you pronounce that. No disrespect. But yeah, I think that's probably what he wanted to do and get roles and that sympathy, endorsements and stuff like that. And I guess he just didn't think it all the way through properly. Like these folks is really going to investigate. Mm-hmm. And I guess when they was probably just asking for his information, that kind of made him look
at my eyes.
Look at all our eyes.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna give him the Shut Stupid Award or whatever, but Jussie Smullet, because your president is getting that one. But Jussie, I hope that it could be. I hope that there's some way that some truth comes out that's on his side. I hope. I don't think so. I don't see it.
It's not
I'm just
looking
saying.
too good right now.
It's not.
But,
You look like a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
And sisters that's out there just blindly like, y'all black men, watch yourselves. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah, can I add to that real quick? Like, just be clear, ladies. That toxic femininity, it doesn't actually like want to bring men closer to you. Just so you know, just figured out to say that out loud. You know, speaking as a man with a good job. You know, I've been called attractive by a few. People also tend to think that I'm moderately intelligent. So in terms of like a base pool, like I'm actually a pretty good shot to be aiming for. Just keep it 100. You just keep it 100. And this shit don't make me like you. So let's try and bring ourselves together rather than separating ourselves. And it's not that I don't like it because you're somehow showing strength and power. It's because you're being stupid. And, you know, stupid people aren't very attractive to me. And they aren't attractive to most intelligent men. Just so you know.
Boom. Boom.
You heard the gangster geek.
No dick for y'all. No dick for y'all. That's what we're doing in 2019. What else we got? Let's get off of Jussie fuck ass.
Well, I mean, I guess this is not the fuck niggas segment, the fuck niggas show. T.I. and Floyd.
Oh man. So my little homie T.I., cause I'm older than him. I am older than him.
I know,
but he King of the South. He took umbrage to what Gucci gave with their new sweater line that had the red lips that resembled blackface.
Blackface sweater.
Yeah, jiggle. So he made a few statements about it. Floyd Mayweather pops up on TMZ at the Gucci store. Ironically, I wonder who called the TMZ to tell him to meet Floyd Mayweather at Gucci store. Whatever. So he's at Gucci store saying he's going to go in, he's going to shop. He does not care what anyone thinks. He hopes they get mad. They say you need to boycott. And he said this boy going to be on a yacht. And that was his answer. Corny fuck nigga shit. And as apropos as possible, the King of the South, T.I., put out a song called Fuck Nigga, addressing Floyd Mayweather, not just in his anti-Gucci boycott, but in how he's manifested his career, from start to finish. And it actually addresses a lot of these overtime sellouts, very similar to Ice Cube's True to the Game. You know, all these losing niggas that Meek be interested in, that don't support the community. I'm just saying, like these the Valentine's Day stuff. So I'm looking at these motherfuckers like Floyd, and I'm wanting to, you know, we use our voice, which is the podcast, as much as we can, but our voices is out there as T.I.'s. And I appreciate him for speaking up and calling Floyd to task about not helping out with the Flint, Michigan issue when he's from Michigan, about not standing with the people who have supported you, and calling Gucci out, quite frankly. Now, if Gucci finds a way to fix it similar to what the NFL has done with Kaepernick, then you know, we'll get to that later. Then you know there's a different discussion to be had. But as of right now, the offense was made. We were offended. And Floyd says, fuck our offense. He's going to continue to shop there. And JB, I know that you and Floyd grew up together, but what are your feelings on this situation?
Really dug the song, first of all. I mean, you know, the topic started with the song. And it was more than like just a normal diss record or anything like that. Basically, he was talking down to him like a father talks to his son. You know, I mean, you could kind of tell throughout the song, T.I. getting more heated and more energetic to the listen. What is wrong with you, man? You know, and he laid out a ton of good points, dude. Like, you know, this man is supposed to be Floyd Money Mayweather. You know, he's supposed to be the richest athlete on earth, supposedly, right? Has anyone ever read about him lifting a finger to help the black community at any point?
Just a selfish ass fuck nigga.
You know,
Tip said.
Tip made a hell of a point, and that's rough. Like, for Floyd to be as rich as he claims to be, for him to have done as much as he has done, and to have given nothing back, that's a serious indictment for me too. It's bad.
Me?
Well, first off, I believe he called TMZ to the Gucci store.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get that out.
Facts.
Yeah.
So he was adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like I was saying earlier. Floyd, man, honey, it's just nothing. He was just saying.
When she hit you with the honey, you know she about to go in, honey.
No, it's just that, you know, I feel everything T.I. said. I thought when I first heard he made a diss track, I thought it was going to be like pointing out all this kind of shit going in, like taking personal jabs that really ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And I can honestly say that it ride. First of all, that beat.
Facts.
Ride. Like, that shit funky as hell, for one. And then two, like he said, like the main thing that he said more than anything else is like, you from Michigan, and you know Flint is still without good, you know, clean water running. You know, you could have started a campaign and raised money, is putting money to it just to help get some of the situation under control. And you lay your head every night knowing these people support you, watch your fights, you know, and everything else, and you not lifting a finger. So that really stuck out because nobody from where they're from, you know, is not going to invest themselves back once they get their wealth. And just for him to be that selfish, and he don't see that, but then too, he don't really have that, you know, education like that. So it's just, he just sad, period. I don't even.
It's hard.
So why did you date him all those years?
I was lonely.
Oh.
You know, when you lonely, you just do shit that just don't make sense. But I came to my senses, you know. I missed the yachts, the trips to the Gucci store, and them bloody shoes. But you know, my integrity, like Monique said, my integrity is more important.
That's right.
And why you trying to clown me?
Oh man, Floyd, you get the first ever fuck nigga of the week award. Like,
he gets the fuck nigga of the week. Now that's saying a lot because we done had a few fuck niggas.
Yeah, he take the cake though because he got a whole, his decisions impact an entire race. You don't impact just him and one other person. His decisions, his negligence, his outright disregard, blatant disregard for proper procedure. That's from Lean on Me, the movie with Joe Clark. My ubiquitous clandestine informers have let me know the fire marshal is trying to catch me with them chains on the door.
Wow.
Mrs. Levias, I have done everything.
You watched that movie a lot.
I can say, you know that shit word for word.
JB, since you're so hot on discipline, god damn it, start by accepting mine. Because contrary to popular belief, I am the head nigga in charge.
Hey man, I bet you he will always sing that east side high part of the bathroom.
That was JB, JB the singer. JB the singer.
Will stay and always praise God.
Praise
for
making them faces.
Thanks for thy loyalty.
So cheap for dear inside. Lead on to victory.
All aboard, all aboard, for the east side. All aboard, all aboard, for the... Hey, don't get me started, goddammit. I was on my good foot, mate. I was on the good foot. Oh, shit. What's the next topic?
Oh man, just more bullshit, man. The Anthony Myrie murder.
Oh man.
Yeah. You know, more fuck shit, more shady shit. You know, it's looking like, you know, they're claiming it was cardiac arrest or whatever in prison, but again, no evidence points to that being the case. It just doesn't sound right. It doesn't smell right.
The family hasn't found, they haven't delivered the body yet. The family doesn't have the body.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what happened to the body? He was in jail, he died. Where the fuck is the body?
Mm-hmm.
It's been a week. Cardi B has spoken out, my son has spoken out, Meek Mill has spoken out, and now KickbackTV show has spoken out. Where the fuck is the body?
They don't want the funeral home seeing the wounds, that's why.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And they say
they
different prisoners called his parents and was like, yo, they fucking your son up. We don't know where he is right now. And the person called her to the jail like, where's my son? Oh, he's dead. Oh, everything's fine. Okay, oh, he's not responding. Okay, oh, he just passed away. And it's like, what the fuck?
And then too, they trying to make sure the body decomposed to some type of way, if there's any type of bruises. They need to hurry, that family need to hurry and find his body and take him to the state medical examiner office so she can really find out what happened to that man. Because they should have been gave him his body like within 2 to 3 days.
No question. There's no reason not to.
And I hate to put extra things on Jay-Z, but Jay, we know you've been stepping up for everybody, including 21 Savage. Jay, I hate to put it all on you. I know there are millions of other people that should do shit, or hundreds. But Jay-Z, we need you, man. We need you to get the family a lawyer that can skip past the bullshit so that we can get the body of Anthony Myrie and see what the fuck happened. And I hate to put it all on Jay-Z because if he don't do it, he didn't do it.
Remember that Black Excellent Toast? Get all of them to link up
Oh
together
yeah,
and pitch in and help that
everybody.
situation. Don't just put it all on him.
Diddy, Meek, JB was dead. All of y'all to pitch in so that we can get to a point where we figure out what the hell is going on.
Yes, all the bullshit gotta stop, man.
Get that family justice.
All the bullshit gotta stop, man. We are not animals anymore to y'all. Like, you're not gonna just discard us like we're nothing. Like, this shit gotta stop. And it's not gonna stop until more people step up and get the right people prosecuted for this mess and make answers for this stuff. Keep sweeping shit under the rug and you just gotta deal with it because they're not gonna do it, man. You gotta come together and help this family raise this money so they can hire their own investigation so they can really get the real answers that they need. Like, it's just to the point when people, that don't sound right. They covering up something so they have done something to him.
Clearly.
He's probably been tortured probably for a while up in there. The inmates is calling the family saying that they took, they have his son and whatever. This been going on for a minute. So it has to do with something. It's a bottom line to it. I don't think they're just doing it just because, though.
That's real.
I agree. What else we got on the docket?
Well, time to move on to that Donald Trump, that Orange 45 Shut Up Stupid Award. And the Shut Up Stupid Award this week actually goes to our fuckhead, pumpkinhead president, Orange 45, better known as the asshole in the office, always known as Donald Trump. We don't like to say his name, but anyway, he definitely, if ever there was a man who would make my list, if I used to say this shit about George W. Bush, the baby Bush. I used to say if I saw that motherfucker face to face, like I would swing on him. I know I would die for it, but I would swing on him because I know I would connect. And I feel the same way about Trump. Like if I saw that motherfucker, just to watch his bitch ass cringe when he knew that hammer was about to drop down. he is such a horrible individual. Anyway, now he is saying, and he's actually been saying this for a while, but now he's serious about it. He's talking about declaring a federal emergency to get funding to build his wall across the Rio Grande in Mexico. To me, I think this is an impeachable offense because essentially you are using the country's money willy-nilly. You are just deciding as the executive in the office that you're just going to misappropriate funds and do whatever the fuck you want. And that is primarily why Congress is there. That's why there's a system of checks and balances to stop the president from doing that. He is superseding his authority, which is the largest violation of the Constitution you can make, even larger than conspiracy and treason, which he has also done. It's an impeachable offense, in my opinion, and absolutely worthy of the Shut Up Stupid Award at a minimum, but in my opinion, it is worthy of the electric chair after a failed trial by a grand jury. I want him to die. I want Donald Trump. I'm saying it out loud. I'm saying it, and the NSA feel free to record this because I'm not breaking the law by saying it. I want Donald Trump to die. Right? I did not say I was going to kill him. I said I want him to die, and that is not against the law.
Okay.
There you have it.
That's how he make you feel.
Sorry to get that serious, but
he's been a trash ass president. I told you guys, I warned you guys before, all of you fucking millennials that was like, I hate Hillary, I don't care what happens, as long as it's not Hillary. Well, look at your dumbasses now. I get tired of telling motherfuckers told you so. But what you gotta say in that song? I'm smarter than you, dog. I'm smarter than you, dog. Listen to fucking me. What else we got, JB? You got anything else on me? Anything you want to add?
Nah, I'm straight on him. It gets to the point I can't even sit and watch his speeches all the way through. I watch like the first 2 to 5 minutes and I turn.
I watched the highlights.
He sounds pathetic.
Next story of the week is the KFC. KFC lost. Huge lawsuit. Had to pay what, $1.5 million to a former Delaware employee because she was demoted because they wouldn't allow her to pump her breast milk on her breaks at the job. Yeah, and then it evolved to the point where she really couldn't even pump it anymore after that. It's like, why couldn't she pump her breast milk? Now these type of women issues, these womanist, feminist issues, I'm standing for. If she needs to pump her fucking breast milk on her break, she ain't asking for extra breaks.
Right, she ain't frying no damn chicken with her titty out, goddamn pumping milk. Like,
then what the fuck? Why can't she do that? Like, fuck that shit. That was dumb as fuck. Like that's just lame as fuck, inconsiderate as fuck, sexist as fuck to not let her do what she needs to do.
That's all that is. Somebody worried about her and worried about her damn self.
Yeah. That's absolutely true. This is a horrible thing that they did for this woman. When we can get into how much more beneficial for the child breast milk is than formula and this, that, and the third, all of that. But them being able to constantly alleviate that pressure and to also store that milk is incredibly beneficial for the mother and the father of the child because it allows the father to bond with the child and feed the child using the actual breast milk, which is the best thing for the child. So this is something that they should have absolutely allowed, and they deserve. 1.5 million is actually too small, in my opinion.
And then being the fact that I know how that feels. I had to pump when your chest gets swelled up and heavy with that milk and start leaking. You have to relieve it. You have to pump, or it's going to be very painful. So I just don't understand why anybody ill feelings towards somebody doing anything like that. I mean, that's natural. That was really the first source of nutrients before they invented anything else. So how the hell you gonna have a problem with it? Like, People that need to mind their damn business.
I don't want to go too left with this, but I do have questions. So that was the first social nutrients for the kids. How do we know that? Like 1,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, you know.
Because women been giving birth since then, and,
right.
and
we just naturally
because as soon as you have your baby, my chest got big when I was pregnant. But as soon as I had my son, it started relieving now. It started dripping, so it'll start dripping. So I knew I had to pump, and then I started noticing my chest would get really, really tight. And it'd be so tight, it'd be painful. It'd be like 2 fucking rocks just sitting on your damn chest until you pump it and you feel so much better because it's just that tightness, that stiffness that you have to. So any woman, if you're a natural woman, you know, any woman that carries a child, you're going to experience that. Even if it doesn't last or even if you don't breastfeed, you know, if you choose not to breastfeed, you're going to experience that regardless.
Yeah, the mother of my children used to talk about how it would make her sore when she would hear children crying, especially her children. Like the babies would cry and they immediately start lactating. So yeah,
it's all instinctive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and every time you eat something and drink something, within 2 hours later, your titties is feeling like sandbags. It's ready to go. So
it's the intelligent design.
Well, I mean, women, we nurturers. You know?
Well, shit, humans. We all are nurturers, but just what humans are built. I don't know, trying to give my credit to women. All right.
What?
Huh?
You said credit, boy?
No.
Shut your mouth. Oh, shit.
On to that
topic.
I don't have titties.
You can't.
I don't have titties. I got a rough chest area.
There you go. You got a little bristle. That's a little bristle. It's still moving. I see you trying to, you know.
Cut her mic on, Teddy. Cut her mic on. Cut her mic on.
He tried to tighten it up.
Next subject.
All right. On to that Andre Ingram Grind and Shine Award, and it goes to a frequent award winner on this show, a legend in his own making, now a social icon, Colin Kaepernick.
Hey, shout out to Cap. I stand with Cap, I kneel with Cap, and Cap got to the money. They did everything they could to destroy that man and blackball that man. Nike gave him one of their most lucrative deals to be the face of their Just Do It 20th anniversary campaign. And also, the NFL, were forced to divorce women between $60 and $80 million, which I think would have been roughly what he would have earned over the course of his career, the remainder of his career. He got that money. Eric Reed, the other guy in the settlement against the NFL for collusion, he just signed a 3-year deal with the Carolina Panthers. I know he's received a substantial boost in income based on that situation as well. And now there's talks that the Panthers or the Patriots are looking to sign Colin Kaepernick now that it's all over with. And the Panthers, of course, they signed Eric Reed, his partner, so it makes sense that they would do it. The Patriots, everybody goes, not the Patriots, but Robert Kraft, because of Meek Mill, has been on this prison reform thing and been about equal rights for blacks. And that's all that Colin Kaepernick stood for.
Right.
So Robert Kraft, out of his friendship with Meek Mill, and trying to get Meek Mill out of jail, has said, I do understand there is a disparity between how blacks are treated and how whites are treated. I'm a rich billionaire. In my house, we don't deal with these things. But now that I have a friend that's gone through this shit, now I understand. And now I stand with Cap. I get what he was fighting for. At first I didn't. So I would love to see Cap as a backup in Carolina or as a backup in New England. And I will buy that jersey. Whatever that team is he goes to, I'll buy it. And I'll rock it on the show. And I'll let my girlfriend sleep in it. Whenever I get a girlfriend, I'll let her sleep in it.
Lies and scandals.
So Colin, you are once again our Andre Ingram Grind and Shine Award winner.
Hey.
You got your money. You win.
And you got the NFL to admit that they were wrong.
That's always power structure down. That's always a good thing. What else we got?
Question of the day, New, is between Mo and Steve, who is right?
That's Monique and Steve Harvey having a discussion about Monique being blackballed, the way she would handle the situation. And she pretty much said, you know, just jumped out there, this is what I'm doing, and fuck everybody. She did a stand-up special. Said if she had a dick, leave down, and Oprah Winfrey could suck it.
She said, I said that.
She said Richard Pryor told her to say it. It was crazy.
Richard Pryor didn't tell you to say that.
And Steve Harvey went on to say, like, we black. And, like, we can't really do what the fuck we want to do. And there's a better way to handle situations. And, you know, it's the money game. It ain't a black game, it ain't a white game. It's a money game. Yeah. Monique said it's the integrity game. Steve Harvey responded saying, yes, it's the integrity game, but we cannot sacrifice our money for ourselves, our children, and our grandchildren to make it a statement of integrity, which I don't necessarily agree with. What I will say is I have always made statements of integrity. I've always stood on my merits, and my morals, and my norms, and my mores to my own peril, and I've never given a fuck. Until recently, when I started realizing that I was costing myself a lot. And there's a way, and I realized that other people handled it a little bit differently. Didn't sell out, were Uncle Tom's, just handled it a little bit differently. Didn't incur the same punishments that I incurred. And if I had just kept my composure a little bit, played the game a little bit, I would have gotten everything I wanted. But because I was so angry and so and you're not gonna do this to me, and I'm fighting, I was hurting myself more than helping. So to that, I look at Monique and I go, oh, you're like I was when I was younger.
I'm not gonna say that because I don't know what was said to her, and I don't know what she's been through for her to feel that way. You know, there is a truth. There is a certain way you handle certain situations. You know, you could have talked about it a lot better. You could have addressed, you know, the person directly if you could have a lot better. But, you know, I'm not going to sit up here and, you know, down talk about how she should feel about something, especially you don't know what was said to her that she probably felt that was out of pocket, that was like the ultimate disrespect. It don't make, you know, she human. It ain't no different from somebody coming to you saying something out of pocket. But, you know, when people play with your money, too, on top of it, it's like sometimes you have to submit. You know, if you don't have like a backup plan, you know, sometimes we all get put in that situation to either we put our foot in our mouth or we just gotta submit and just handle the situation accordingly. You know, and unfortunately, a lot of us is faced to deal with shit like that. But, you know, I don't really fault her, but I do get both sides of the argument. But at the same time, you shouldn't tell nobody how they should feel about a person if they disrespected you.
I hear that.
It's kind of tough for me because there is a sort of delicate game that you have to play when you're dealing with certain sorts of injustices at the workplace. Mm-hmm. Because yeah, they might have done you wrong, but at the same time, if you kirk out over that and act like a fool, then it doesn't matter what they did. Because what you just done is always going to supersede what they did, you know. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what Monique was dealing with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, but at the same time, she's in this loose sort of. It's not like a corporate structure she's dealing with. You know, she doesn't get to send an email and have it go up the corporate chain. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She doesn't get to file a complaint with HR. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what do you deal with? How do you deal with the fact that basically the whole industry is now silenced you or blackballed you? It kind of tends to make you even louder and crazier, you know? So I can't really judge what she said or her actions because I don't really have the same situation to draw a parallel. I just don't. You know, I just know that I was never really a fan, so it didn't really affect me to begin with. But if she was wrong, then, you know, I can't really be mad at her for speaking out.
Yeah, I mean, I hear that. I think it's a way you do it. And I think telling Oprah Winfrey, Lee Daniels, and Tyler Perry to suck her dick might not have been the best way to do it if you want to be included in that industry. Now, I am a person who is, symbolically, whatever you want to say, I say something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, fuck you, fuck this job, fuck this, whatever, fuck everything. New way or no way. Like, I'm famous for saying that shit. I am learning that you don't have to be. I've seen people get better results without selling out. Because my thing was either be as brash as I can be or sell out. Those were the only two options. And then I realized there was a third option. You can get your shit across without offending people or scaring people.
Right.
You can do that. And I think that in the middle was a better place. I don't like exactly what Steve said. I don't like exactly what Monique did. I think somewhere in the middle is where you should be. You let motherfuckers know they can't play with you. But you also don't have to call them bitches and busses and suck my dick while you're letting them know.
Right.
Unless you're into that kind of thing,
I want to know who was said enough for her to say that, though. That's my thing. I always
Yeah.
What
I don't know that we'll know that.
We'll never know.
Yeah.
Unless you write a book.
Yeah. Well, she probably should.
Message.
Right. Monique, if you're listening, write that book.
Right. I bet you people go try to figure out what happened then.
What else we got as we head into this All-Star game?
You got your eargasm segment.
Okay, just so you guys know, thanks for bringing that up, JB. The KickbackTV playlist is available on Apple Music and Spotify. It is a compilation of songs that I've been listening to heavy over the last week or two. I had some of the hottest songs. It has T.I.'s Fuck Nigga on there. It has Cardi B and Bruno Mars's new song. It has.
I haven't heard that yet.
Well, it's on the playlist. If you download the playlist, you will hear it. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. They got Flip De Niro, leave me alone, drunk as fuck, bitch you dumb as fuck, is you done or what? Valentine's Day anthem. It has The Dream, one of the Dream's new songs. It has Sir, a great R&B artist off of Top Dog Entertainment with Kendrick Lamar. It has, his name is Sir, S-I-R, Sir.
Okay.
Great R&B artist. It has some J. Cole, 21 Savage, Yo Gotti, Lil Baby, the new Mayor, I don't know how you get on there, but he's on this one anyway. So it's a pretty good playlist. You know what, Meek?
What?
Don't do this.
What I do?
Don't do
I
this.
didn't say anything.
Just don't do this.
Don't pick with me today. I didn't say nothing. I'll let you have it. Today.
No.
I like that you ain't doped up no more. You got the big boot off and shit. You really kicked it today. Got the foot cocked to the side and shit.
Sitting on
Well, look,
the
on the
New drip came back.
Drip for sale. Oh, and Drip for Sale by Plies is on there too. Drip for sale. I got Drip for sale.
What's wrong with your neck? That's your drip. That's
my
your
drip. That's my drip. What is this? Zara? I think this is Zara. They got Zara shit on. They got that Zara drip going. So you can download the KickbackTV playlist on Apple Music or Spotify. We posted the links. We'll post it in the link of the show in the comments. And what else we got? Netflix and chill. I know we got the dunk contest is pretty good. You guys check that out. People should always good.
Oh yeah.
All-Star games.
Oh no, the dunk contest, the NBA dunk contest.
And the All-Star game is following this broadcast, so as soon as we end.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Russian Doll was really, really good. It's similar in the vein of 50 First Dates, where every day you wake up like the same day. Or Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day.
That was my movie too.
Yeah,
I love Groundhog
this
Day.
is from a woman's perspective, more or less, and it's pretty good. The ending was a little weird. But the show is pretty good. It's on Netflix. It's worth checking out. Really quickly, JB, you had a show on Netflix. You want to talk about?
Oh yeah, the Umbrella Academy. Real good show. It's like another superhero show, Marvel Academy type thing. Kind of like the X-Men because they start out with little kids.
Okay.
Definitely gonna check that out. That is actually number one on my list going forward. I want to watch that shit.
I gotta make time to watch Netflix.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing but time. I ain't, you know me. I ain't got nothing but time. And then I got a girlfriend that I can spend my time with, so I'm just gonna watch some old Netflix.
I think that's it, Sean. Oh yeah, check out the All-Star game, I guess.
Exactly.
Check out the All-Star game coming up right now. Thank you for tuning in to KickbackTV live from Atlanta. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Christian Mingle, any of those sites, we appreciate you. If you're watching on YouTube, shout out to you. You're very special. If you're an active participant on Facebook, love you to death. If you're on our Christian Mingle page, which is under Meek's name.
No, it's not. That's not. It's under his handle.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Really?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yes, it is.
You are something else.
Yeah, you trying to get. Yes.
No.
You trying to get baptized.
Yeah, and that pussy, baptizing that pussy.
See,
But,
they gonna kick you out Christian Mingle.
Good night and God bless y'all.
Uno, we out.
This guy.
You better stop playing up there before you get a woman trying to give you an exorcism. Oh. Look at you doing too much.
No, way too much. Hey, y'all know I'm handicapped. Y'all chill out.